Good morning. It's 9 o'clock. It's 54 degrees. The high is going to be 75. This is Shay in Silver Lake. Oh, let me cover my end of my phone because it's kind of windy. The fire is still going on in La Pine, and I've been going to a lot of doctor's appointments. I have a blown eardrum. I don't know how that happened or anything, but that's why I've been off balance, and it has nothing to do with my neck. I thought that it did. They've been doing more and more. Oh, look how beautiful that is. They've been doing more and more tests. I have to go back again today. So it's like an all-day thing when I go. It takes me all day because it's 50 miles there, doing the doctor's appointment, and then it's still 50 miles back. But I don't like to go there and just waste, so I've been trying to get supplies, but doing it slowly since any kind of wind that touches my ear just hurts. So I've been not being outside, and as you can tell, my garden has gotten a little out of control, and haven't been able to get it back under control, although I've had to annihilate the lettuce because I didn't really have very many supplies. The carrots are coming up, and so I had to go get some stuff because I can't keep living off of lettuce. So anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing, and I'm sorry I haven't been doing videos and things because I've had to remain inside. Look how many weeds have come from me not sweeping. And but I have a hyperactive thyroid, and that's why I have weight gain issues. They said that they're gonna get it under control so that I'll can help maintain my weight, because unfortunately I lost nearly 10 pounds. So that's not good. But today I go again, and they do more blood work and try to they said that I'll probably be starting some medication, which I've never taken medication regularly ever, other than like antibiotics is the longest long-term medication that I've ever had, was 10 days. But they said that this will be probably a forever, she said it will be a forever thing, but they don't have to do surgery. Yay! I'm so happy for that. And I got in really early, when I knew something was wrong, and I recognized it, and I mean, oh, look at that. I haven't been out here in a while. That's pretty. I have not noticed any bees. I mean, I've dipped out here for a few seconds, but I run back in. It's kind of cold. It says 54 degrees, but it feels more like 40. It does not feel like 50 at all. It is cold. Cold, 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 cold. Those are the raspberries. Oh, my sunflowers are so intermixed with these weeds. It's just not going to be a very good... Oh, one of my clippies broke. It's not going to be a good sunflower year, I can already tell. Which is a really big bummer. I can't believe all the dandelions that are growing inside with my echinacea. I'm not seeing any buds yet on my echinacea, but anyway, I'm very close. Oh, my ear is just still annoying. Ooh, and this wind. Ooh, it's cold. Ooh. So at least in my other ear, no problem at all. And we don't know what I could have coughed. I could have sneezed really hard. Seems like I would remember that. But I guess if I did it while I was sleeping, or I don't know. But my coughing has like, that's what's, was like an early sign or whatever. And now I don't have that anymore because, I don't know, it went away. But that was like me constantly clearing my throat is what it was. And now, not very much. And it'll get better as it goes along. I'm just hoping my ear the ear part, I'm not in pain. It's just like annoying. It's irritating, and I'm constantly tipping my head to the side because that, doesn't change anything. But in my warped mind, I think it makes it better. But nope. It's just, I guess, a reaction. Oh my gosh. And then the day before yesterday, on top of all of this, Bruce was like sick. Like, I don't know what was wrong with him, but it was bad. And I was like in straight panic mode, calling vets in the middle of the night or in the early evening. And was almost ended up taking him to emergency. But when I was on the phone with him and I was giving him the symptoms, like he was having trouble walking, he was swaying, he was flinching, like, I don't know why he would do that. Like, he's never flinched, like he was acting like his eyesight was weird. And the lady on the phone is, oh, well, did he get a hold of marijuana? What? No. And then she's like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm 100% positive. There's no marijuana growing in my garden. And then she's like, well, he could have gotten a hold of it from one of your friends. I'm like, no friends have been over. Nice try, though. And then she's like, well, you could have left something down. And I said, wow, you just really want to push and pretend. Like, what goes on at my house. Like, we're over the phone. You haven't even seen him, and you're trying to tell me that it's marijuana. It's not marijuana. I know for a fact. 100% fact. And she's like, well, it just sounds like marijuana. So I ended up hanging up with her. I ended up calling my neighbors down there because she's, like, super fantastic with animals. And I told her what the lady said, and she's like, she's full of it. That they did the same thing to her, and it cost her $600. They did it to the same thing to my neighbors over here, and they charged them almost $800. 2 different vets, same thing. And they did blood work on their dogs, the whole 9 yards. And they wouldn't, when they left, they didn't say it was marijuana, but they just said, oh, they'll be fine. And they still charged them anyway. So I was like, whoa, what am I going to do? Because my dog is sick and they're not going to fix him. And they're just going to blame it on something else and send me back home with my dog all messed up. And so this is Bend Vets. I couldn't get into my vet, which is in La Pine, which is fantastic. They don't do that kind of stuff. Like, they actually try to figure out what's wrong and fix it. But they were closed, and there was like no way that I could get into them. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to ride it out and get him in between my doctor's appointments. And then my friend told me to give him rice and chicken broth. So I did, and he ate it. It was like, he ate it crazily. It was weird. He was like laying down, like, it was just weird. He's never laid down to eat before. And then I just took him outside, and I put him on a leash and a collar, and I just, walked him, even though he was like swaying and acting like he couldn't walk. I just kept walking him, encouraging him to walk. And then he finally peed. And then after that, I took him back in the house. I tried to get him to do beef broth, but he would not. The beef broth was like a no-go. So apparently it's only chicken broth. But I only had beef bouillon. I only had that one little bit of chicken. And then, so he drank some water, and my sister and my brother-in-law were so sweet. They stayed on the phone with me practically all night long. They're clear over in Indiana. And just, talking me through it, keeping me calm, telling me it's going to be all right. Like that kind of stuff, just being like super encouraging. And that's just how they are. And then he started acting a little better. And then I made him lay down. Like, I came out here, I walked him again, got him to go pee again, but he wasn't lifting his leg. He was just kind of like standing there doing it. And then in the middle of the night, he finally went out and did a poo-poo-ka-choo. And I couldn't see it because, it was dark. So I had to wait till the morning and to, look at it. And everything, it looked like it was like darker, so they think that maybe, this is what I think happened. I had my yard sprayed with that, not the garden, but the outer edge, sprayed with that mosquito spray. And maybe like it got soaked in through his paws or something. I don't know. That was another thing. I kept washing his paws. And I also just gave him a bath, just full on, and then just kept wiping his paws down every time he went out. And then I just watered, not over here, it was over in that area. Watered to like rinse that off. And then I just haven't been letting him go over there. I just maintain him in the area that I feel most comfortable in. And he's been fine since. So I'm pretty sure it was Cutter's mosquito spray. That's what I have it down to. Because he didn't get into anything. There's nothing for him to get into. He doesn't chew in the garden. He is not the type of dog that will go and get something. I can leave a candy bar sitting next to my nightstand, which is like 2 inches from my bed, and he lays right there next to the nightstand. I've had him 11 years. He's never gotten into anything. He's not that kind of dog. He doesn't get in the trash. Nothing. I can leave stuff open. He will not touch it until I tell him that he can have it. So, it was so stressful. But look how bad it is up here. But I have to go back inside because the wind really bothers my ear until I can get it taken care of. But I have another doctor's appointment today, so that's one of the reasons. Sorry I haven't been out here doing videos. I've just been really uncomfortable. And but I'm going to get it under control. I think today is the day that it's going to get a lot better. Alrighty, so I'm wishing you guys good vibes and good happy thoughts and many, many, many good things. I lay here thinking about you guys all the time. And, you know, I just haven't been able to really do much because the phone it just makes it really difficult for me to stare at my phone right now until I can, the stress from trying to figure out what's wrong has just been, but I'm really way more chiller now that I know, and it's not panic. Still don't understand my ear though, but I guess it is what it is. Whatever happens, happened. But look how these blooms are going. Absolutely pretty. All right, I will catch you guys later. Bye.